Great moves by Kokibanity and Romanovs. They're really pushing it, sneaking into P23 with that shiny new time. And Isyon 1212 is also in the groove, shaving off those precious hundreds. It's like they're racing on rollerblade. Keep those engines roaring. Brynja and Maya have successfully moved up to Power after a strategic overtake on Cedric. Cedric now holds 5, having just overtaken T-Fisher 93. Meanwhile, T-Fisher 93 has climbed to 6 by overtaking Kamikaze 38. The positions are shifting rapidly as the race progresses. Ranger 94 and 1999 September have both advanced to 13 after successfully overtaking Neo Texan. Feds has made a move up to 17, getting past Ease John 7. Meanwhile, the Oakenshaw has gained a position, now, in P11, after overtaking Sabina 27. Duff Dad is currently holding on to P25 in his Lamborghini Huracan GT3, with Gary No Name closely trailing him in the Ferrari 488 GT3 Sprint. The two are locked in a fierce battle for position as they navigate the track. Meanwhile, Peter J has made an impressive move, advancing to P33 after overtaking Issy 1212. Now, both drivers are engaged in a competitive duel, with Peter G's Ferrari 488 GT3 Sprint and Issy 1212's Audi Rate El News ultra vying for dominance in that spot. The race dynamics are tightening as these battles unfold. Feds has dropped significantly, now in P30 after losing 13 positions. Ease John 7 from Team Life for Speed has made a notable advance, moving up to 17 by overtaking both Kokibanity and Romanovs. However, Kokibanity and Romanovs have managed to reclaim their positions, now sitting in P18 after passing the man. The race dynamics are shifting rapidly as drivers jockey for position. Sniku 515 currently holds the first position, in a rough RGTE80 GT, closely challenged by Kezishok in a McLaren 720s GT3. The battle for the lead is intense as they navigate the track. In the mid-pack, Alpine and Nukembakum have successfully moved up to 15 after overtaking New Texan. The race dynamics are shifting as we observe these key overtakes. Range 94 and 1999 Setembro have both dropped back significantly, now sitting in 39th position, a fall of 16 spots. Skilltil has made progress, moving up to 23rd after executing a successful overtake on Biokunshaw. Meanwhile, Biokunshaw has responded by overtaking Jasak 72, climbing to 24th position. Nickel 515 and Kasachuk continue their intense battle for first place. Number 515, in the rough RGT8 GT8, maintains a narrow lead, but Kasachuk in the McLaren 720s GT3 is closely tailing, looking for an opportunity to overtake. Meanwhile, in the midfield, Deporoblepel in the Audi Rate Elens Ultra is pushing hard against Le Coiffon 1980 from Team Blast, who's driving the Bentley Continental GT3 18. Both drivers are trading positions as they fight for P35, with neither willing to give an inch. The tension between these two pairs of competitors is palpable as they navigate through the track. Biokunshaw has successfully moved up to P24 after executing a clean overtake on Jasak 72. No contact or incidents occurred during the maneuver, showcasing precise timing and positioning. The race continues to evolve as positions shift further down the grid. Rizaldi Adha from Team Quark Express has just made a move on Neo Texum from Team Nafgom Kings for P12. The Lamborghini Huracan GT3 is putting pressure on the Alpina B6 GT3 as they approach the final sector. Rizaldi executes a late braking maneuver into the hairpin, gaining a slight advantage. Neo Texum responds quickly, trying to regain position on the exit. Both cars are now side by side heading into the straight, showcasing a tight battle for that crucial position. Kogibinity and Romance continue their intense battle for 16, both in BMW M6 GT3s, while the man in a Nissan GT-R GT3 is closely behind, looking for an opportunity to strike. Biokunshaw has made a solid move, now in P24, after overtaking Jasak 72. Meanwhile, Patton Tanker has gained ground as well, moving up to P36 by overtaking Deporoblepel. The race dynamics are shifting consistently as drivers jockey for positions. N29 Kia has just made a significant move, now occupying P2 after overtaking Snicker 515. The BMW M6 GT3 of N29 Kia is putting on a strong performance against the rough Air JT8 GT3 driven by Snicker 515, as they continue to engage in a close battle for that position. Meanwhile, the fight for P13 is heating up, with Rizaldi Adha in a Lamborghini Huracan GT3 challenging Wazirius Guy, who was piloting a Renault Sport RS1 TT3. Both drivers are pushing hard, maintaining a tight contest as they navigate the track. The man is now in 16 after successfully overtaking both Kokubinati and Romanovs. Meanwhile, Captain Potato and Paradox have advanced to P34, managing to pass Lac Rosson 1980 from Team Blast. Positions are shifting as drivers make their moves on the track. F40 has just made a significant move, overtaking 6 cars and securing 5th place. Following closely, Rizaldi Atta has also gained momentum, successfully passing 7 cars to claim 6th position. Meanwhile, Kazashuk is experiencing difficulties, dropping 9 positions, and now sits in 11th place. Depoy TV is currently in P13 after an impressive maneuver, overtaking 6 cars in quick succession. Meanwhile, Mr. Undrix has made significant progress as well, moving up to 16 after overtaking 12 cars. Peter J is also showing strong performance, advancing to 17 with 14 overtakes. The competition remains intense as these drivers push their limits on the track. Wayne 94 and 1999 Settenborough are gaining on Skilltel, reducing the gap by 6.4 seconds in a quick burst. As they approach, the dynamic between these three is intensifying. The overall positions remain unchanged for now, but watch for potential overtakes as they close in. Gil Crenshaw is making significant progress, reducing the gap to just Jazik by 3.6 seconds. Just Jazik currently holds the lead, but Crенshaw's pace suggests an impending challenge. The positions remain dynamic as they approach a tight corner. Brennan Yep and Maya have made significant progress, moving up to 17 after overtaking 7 cars. Right behind them, Wazirius from Team No Name Racing has also gained ground, advancing to P18 with 5 overtakes. Meanwhile, Iamthakrabi is in pursuit, climbing to P19 by taking 6 cars along the way. The competition remains tight as these drivers push forward in the race. The man has successfully moved up to P25, overtaking just Jazik in a tight battle. The man is piloting a Nissan GT-R GT3, while just Jazik is in an Audi rate LMS. Feds has gained ground as well, now in P35, after overtaking Peter J.I. T93 has made a significant move, successfully overtaking 4 cars and securing the 3rd position. Meanwhile, Cedric is also showing impressive speed, advancing to 6th place with 4 overtakes. In a notable shift, Air 40 has moved up to 2nd place, overtaking T Fisher 93 in the process. Pierre Petuum and Sir Ironbot have made significant progress, both overtaking 4 cars to secure positions in 13th place. Meanwhile, the man has executed an impressive maneuver, overtaking 9 cars to advance to 16. Just Jazik from Team S1 is also on the move, making 9 overtakes to reach 17th position. The competition is heating up as these cars jockey for better placements on the track. Katsishok in the McLaren 720s GT3 is closely battling with Pierre Petuum and Sir Ironbot, both in Renault Sport RS1 T3s, for 12th position. The 3 cars are nose to tail as they navigate through the corners. Skilltil has successfully overtaken Deplorably Apple, moving up to 34th place. In the fight for 37th, ISI 1212 in an Audi rate LM's Ultra is engaged with Rizaldi Ada from Team Quark Express, who is driving a Lamborghini Huracan GT3. The two are exchanging positions as they jockey for advantage on the track. Snow TPP and Gary. No name are locked in a close contest for P29, with Snow TP in the Lamborghini Huracan GT3, just ahead of Gary in the Ferrari 488 GT3 Sprint. In P32, 7at27 is fighting hard against Uhusjum Sathan, who is in the Renault Sport RS1 GT3, while 7at27 is piloting the Audi rate LM's Ultra. Meanwhile, Rizaldi Adha has successfully moved up to P36 after overtaking ISI 1212 twice. The positions are shifting as drivers push their limits on the track. N29 Kia has successfully moved up to Fowler, executing a clean overtake on Air 40. The maneuver was precise, showcasing great timing and acceleration as they exited the last corner. This places N2098 in a strong position with clear track ahead. Meanwhile, Air 40 will need to regroup quickly to defend against any further challenges from behind. Zone 7 has successfully made an overtake on Sabina 27, advancing to P32. Meanwhile, the top 10 remain tightly packed, with minimal gaps between the cars. The race dynamics are heating up as we approach the halfway mark. Kamikaze 38, in the Lamborghini Huracan GT3, has just pulled alongside the man from Team Quark Express, in the Nissan GT-R GT3, as they enter the tight left-hander. Kamikaze 38 pushes hard on the throttle, attempting to take the inside line. The Nissan is holding its ground, but there's a slight slip from the GT-R as they exit the corner. Kamikaze 38 makes the overtake, moving up into 14. The Nissan is not giving up easily, and is right on Kamikaze 38's tail. But the Lamborghini seems to have better acceleration down the straight. The gap is widening slightly, as they head towards the next turn. Just Jazik has made a notable advancement, now occupying 17 after successfully overtaking Buchenshaw.Koi. Meanwhile, in a tight duel for P35, Deplorable in the Audi Raytamus Ultra is closer contesting, with Rizaldi Ada in the Lamborghini Huracan GT3. The competition between these two is intensifying as they navigate through the track. Car 40 has successfully moved into 4th position after overtaking N29 Kia. Neo Texum has gained ground, now in 11th place following an overtake on Kazashuk. Meanwhile, Zone 7 has advanced to 31st position by passing Peter J. Kamikaze 38 has made a significant gain, overtaking 6 cars and advancing to 5. Dishjazik is also on the move, performing an impressive maneuver to overtake 10 cars, now sitting in 7. Buchenshaw follows closely, executing a similar strategy by overtaking 10 cars as well, securing Pate. Peter J has just executed a remarkable maneuver, overtaking 6 cars to advance to position 19. Following closely behind, Sabina 27 has also made significant progress, overtaking 8 cars, and now sits in position 20. Meanwhile, Rizaldi Adha has showcased impressive speed, overtaking 13 cars to secure position. 21. The field is becoming increasingly competitive as these drivers make their way through the ranks. La Croissant 1980 is currently in the lead, but El Pilosd and Nucambogol are gaining ground rapidly, reducing the gap by 2 seconds. The two cars are working together effectively, drafting off each other to maximize speed. Meanwhile, the rest of the pack is maintaining their positions, but the focus remains on the top three as the tension builds. Overtakes could be imminent if the gap continues to close. Twix 560 in the Bentley Continental GT318 is currently holding off a strong challenge from Koki Beninati and Romanovs, who are both driving BMW M6 GT3s. 560 has managed to maintain their position at P28, but Koki Beninati is applying pressure, looking for an opportunity to overtake. Romance is right on Koki Beninati's tail, creating a tense three-way battle for that position. Koki Beninati makes a move on the inside. They're side by side with Twix 560 now. Meanwhile, Romance is keeping an eye on both competitors, waiting for any mistake. The fight for P28 is intensifying as they head into the next turn. N29 Kia has successfully overtaken 4 cars and has moved into position 10 Ariel. Meanwhile, Greninja and Maya have also gained ground, each managing to overtake 4 cars, placing them in position 14. Sabine 27 is showing impressive pace as well, overtaking 5 cars to secure position 15. The race dynamics are shifting rapidly with multiple drivers making significant progress through the field. Peter J has significantly closed the gap to Gary No Name from Team No Name Racing, reducing it by 9.1 seconds. In the battle for P20, Deploy TV and Roadhog 29389 are fighting hard in their Radical RXE Turbo JT3. While the man is not backing down, Shiti E33. Katsishuk has made an impressive move, now occupying P30 after overtaking both Junon and Amy. Snow TPP has indeed encountered issues, dropping to P19 after losing 8 positions. N29 Kia, from still, No Name Racing, is showing strong performance, now in P9, following overtakes on Captain Potato and Paradox. Just Jazit from S1s has also made a move up to P11, after overtaking with Serious Guy. The race dynamics are shifting as these drivers make their advances. Kamikaze 38 has taken the lead, moving up to Pone after successfully overtaking Snikoof of 115. Meanwhile, Snow TPP has encountered difficulties, dropping back 8 positions to P34. Skilltil is gaining on Feds, reducing the gap by 484.7 seconds, an impressive move. The race dynamics continue to shift rapidly, as these cars jockey for position. N29 Kia has made a significant move, advancing to 5 after successfully overtaking 4 cars in quick succession. In the lead, Era 40 has taken Pone, overtaking Snakoo 515, who is now in P22. The battle for P2 is heating up between Snakoo 515, driving a rough Audi GT8 GTA3, and T Fisher 93 in a Ferrari 488 GT3 Sprint, both pushing hard for position. Renault has made significant progress, advancing from P29 to P25, after overtaking 4 competitors. Meanwhile, Iantha Krabi is also climbing the ranks, now in P26 following 5 successful overtakes. Neo-Texum is not far behind, having moved up to P27, by also passing 5 cars. The dynamics in the midfield are intensifying as these drivers push for better positions. Hey there, Porcon45. Welcome to the stream. We're currently watching an exciting AI racing event with all kinds of cars zooming around the Mugello track. The AI drivers are fully automated, and we have no control over them. It's like a race 24/7. You can join in on the fun by typing "Hey Amy" to chat with me. If you have any questions, just throw them my way. Enjoy the race. Racing car dashing away. Hey there, Porcon45 and Snow TPP. Don't lose hope. Anything can happen in racing, especially with all this AI craziness. Just hang tight and maybe dodge some wrecks. Stiltil is gaining ground on Waintre 984 and 1999 Settembro, closing the gap by 30.6 seconds. Patent Tanker and Miss Stonedrex are engaged in a tight battle for position 18. Meanwhile, Kokubin Ninety and Romanovs have successfully moved up to position 20 after overtaking Twix 560. Kamikaze 38 has advanced to 5 after successfully overtaking Dustjazik from Team S1 Stocktail. Crenshaw has also made progress, moving up to P8 by overtaking N29 Kia Dal. In a tight battle for Pen, Greninja and Maya in their Alpina B6 GT3 are closely contesting against Wazirius Guy, who is driving the Renault Sport RS1 DA3. The tension in that section of the track is palpable as they jockey for position. Snow TP has made significant progress, overtaking 10 cars and advancing to P19. Right behind, Paito J also executed a strong maneuver, moving up the field by passing 10 cars to secure P20. Meanwhile, Deplorably Apple is following suit, successfully overtaking 10 competitors to reach P21. The race dynamics are shifting as these drivers push forward. Feds has made significant progress, reducing the gap to Anakrabi by 21.6 seconds. The two cars are now in closer proximity as they navigate the track. Meanwhile, other competitors continue to maintain their positions, without any major changes in the standings. The race dynamics are tightening up as Feds works to catch up with the Anakrabi. Miss Stonedrex has successfully moved up to 14 after overtaking both Greninja and Maya in quick succession. Skillteal is now closing in on EU's John 7, reducing the gap by 2.8 seconds as the race progresses. Wayne Trinity 4 and 1999 Settembro have successfully moved up to P28, overtaking Duff Dad. The three drivers are now engaged in a tight battle for that position. Wayne Trinity 4 and 1999 Settembro, in their McLaren 720s GT3, are applying pressure on Duff Dad, who is behind the wheel of a Lamborghini Huracan GT3. The dynamics between these cars suggest a very competitive exchange as they jockey for position. Captain Potato and Paradox remain locked in a tight battle for P12, with both drivers in their Audi rate ALMS Ultra. Pathan Tanker in the Ferrari 488 GT3 Sprint is right on their tail, looking for an opportunity to overtake. Meanwhile, Depora Blippel in another Audi rate LMS Ultra is dueling with Gary No Name, who is in a Ferrari 488 GT3 Sprint for P21. The two are maintaining close proximity, with clear lines and strategic positioning as they jockey for position on the track. The race dynamics are heating up in both battles, with overtaking opportunities likely on the horizon for all competitors involved. Snurker 515 has successfully moved up to P2, executing a clean overtake on Kamikaze 38. In response, Kamikaze 38 has regained momentum and overtaken Cedric, securing P3. Meanwhile, the battle for P13 is heating up, with Captain Potato and Paradox, both in Audi rate LM's Ultra cars, closely contesting against Mistondrex in a Ferrari 480 T3 Sprint. This trio is engaged in an intense fight for position, showcasing some strategic driving as they navigate the track. The dynamics in this segment of the race are quite competitive. Rizaldi Atta has just executed an impressive maneuver, overtaking 4 cars and positioning himself in 18th place. Jasak 72 also shows great pace, moving up by 5 positions to claim 19th. Meanwhile, Pirpetuum and Sirarimbot are both making progress as well, each overtaking 4 cars and now sitting in 21st place. The battle for positions is intensifying as the race continues. Kamikaze 38 has successfully moved into P2, executing a clean overtake on Era 40 from Team S1's. Meanwhile, Zarek is making significant progress, closing the gap to Era 40 by 3.7 seconds as they chase down the podium position. In the lower ranks, Junon and Amy have advanced to P29 after overtaking Peter J. The race dynamics are shifting as these positions continue to change. Snow TPP has experienced issues, dropping back 10 positions to P26. Meanwhile, a fierce battle is unfolding for P11 between Captain Potato and Paradox in Audi rate LM's Ultra cars, with just Jazik also in the mix in an Audi rate LM style. Deepboy TV and Roadhop 29 389 have advanced to 16, successfully overtaking Rizalti. Aja. Cedric has successfully moved up to P3 after overtaking R40. Neo-Texum has made significant progress, advancing to P31 by getting past Kazashut. Meanwhile, Gary No Name is closing the gap on Waintra 94 and 1999 September, reducing the distance by 250 seconds. N29 Kia has successfully overtaken Bioconchal, moving up to 7. Justjazik has made significant progress, now in P11 after overtaking both Captain Potato and Paradox Doherty. The man has also gained ground, advancing to 14 by passing Sabina 27. Mr. Indrex has advanced to P25, successfully overtaking Lacroix 1980. The battle for P25 continues between them, with Mr. Indrex in the Ferrari 488 GT3 Sprint, and Lacroix 1980 in the Bentley Continental GT3 18. Meanwhile, Drenon and Amy are engaged in a close contest for P28, both in SSG3C and Peter J. in a Ferrari 488 GT3 Sprint. The race dynamics are heating up as positions shift. Justjazik has made significant progress, moving up to 7 after successfully overtaking 4 cars. Sabina 27 from Team Blast is also on the move, gaining ground and reaching P11 with a similar maneuver, passing 4 competitors. Meanwhile, Bioconchal is struggling, having dropped back 7 positions to settle in 14. Mr. Indrex has made an impressive move, now in 14 after overtaking 11 cars. Following closely, the man has also gained momentum, moving into 15 with 8 successful overtakes. Snow TPP is not far behind, advancing to 16 by passing 11 cars. The competition is tightening as these drivers push their limits. Hey Bulinator. Party Popper, welcome back. We've missed your awesome energy. Buckle up. It's time to watch some AI race cars zoom past. Racing car dashing away. Lacroisson 1980 has just executed an impressive maneuver, overtaking 11 cars to secure the 25th position. Meanwhile, Perpetuum and Sir Ironbot are not far behind, each making significant strides by overtaking 7 cars, now sitting at positions 26 and 27, respectively. Concubinity and Romance also gained ground with their 7 overtakes, currently holding the 27th position together. The race dynamics are shifting as these drivers aggressively push forward in the field. Wayne 24 and 1999 September have encountered issues, dropping significantly to 33rd position. Skilltil is making a strong push as they close in on Duff Dad, reducing the gap by 90.2 seconds. Meanwhile, a tight battle for 20th position is unfolding between Issy 1212 in an Audi Rate Elmas Ultra and Gary No Name in a Ferrari 488 GT3 Sprint, showcasing a fierce competition in this segment of the race. Iantha Krabby has encountered difficulties, dropping back 11 positions to P36. Meanwhile, Skilltil is gaining on both Wayne 24 and 1999 September, reducing the gap by 67.5 seconds. In a notable maneuver, Patton Tanker has successfully moved up to P11 after overtaking Bjorkenshaw. But Aquazone 1980 has successfully closed the gap to Rizaldi Adha, reducing it by 5.8 seconds. The chase is intensifying as Aquazone 1980 continues to gain momentum. Meanwhile, the rest of the pack remains tightly bunched, with several drivers jockeying for position in the midfield. No significant overtakes have occurred recently, but the pressure is building as the race progresses. Jazak 72 has successfully overtaken Twix 560 and is now in P26, showcasing the speed of the Dodge Viper SRT GTR 3 against the Bentley Continental GT3. 18th. The two remain closely contested as they jockey for position. Meanwhile, Euston 7 is engaged in a fierce battle with Neo Texan for P32, driving the Renault Sport RS1T P3, while Neo Texan pilots the Alpina B6 G3. Both pairs of drivers are demonstrating competitive skill as they navigate their respective positions on the track. Air 40 from Team S1 has taken the lead, now positioned in pole after successfully overtaking Sneeko 515. Sneeko 515 has dropped to P2, but managed to overtake Cedric, securing that second position. Meanwhile, Gary No Name has made progress into P20, overtaking Issy 1212 in the process. The race dynamics are shifting as the drivers push for better positions. N29 Kia has gained a position, now in 7 after successfully overtaking Buchenshaw. This move pushed Buchenshaw down to P8, where he also managed to overtake Jazik. Meanwhile, Twix 560 and Deplorably Able are locked in a tight battle for P27, with Twix 560 piloting a Bentley Continental GT318, and Deplorable will come Gandan. In Twix 18, the competition remains fierce as they jockey for position. Sniku 515 has taken the lead, now in pole after successfully overtaking Air 40. Miss Stonedrex has encountered difficulties, dropping back to P20, a loss of 7 positions. Meanwhile, Snow TPPA has made significant progress, advancing to P13 with an overtake on the man. The race dynamics are shifting as drivers adjust their strategies. Twix 560 has successfully moved up to P26, after overtaking both Dranon and Amy. Dranon and Amy have now settled in P27, after getting past Gary No Name. The battle is intensifying for P27, with Dranon and Amy driving the ESG3C while Gary No Name is behind the wheel of a Ferrari 488 GT3 Sprint. The competition is tight as they jockey for position. Cedric is making significant progress, now just 2.2 seconds behind Snakufu 15 from Team Racing Potatoes. Cedric has successfully moved up to P13 after overtaking both Greeninjib and Maya. Meanwhile, Greeninjib and Maya have responded by overtaking Waziri's Guy, putting them in 14 now. The race is tightening up as positions shift rapidly. Peter J has made significant progress, reducing the gap to Snow TPI, 5.4 seconds. Skilltill is also gaining ground, cutting the distance to both Wayne Trinity 4 and 1999 Detembro by 33.2 seconds. The dynamics are shifting as Peter J continues to close in on Snow TPE, maintaining that 10.4 second deficit. Captain Potato and Paradox are making significant progress, reducing the gap to N29 Ikie by 6.8 seconds. Just Jazik has successfully overtaken N29 Kie, moving up to P9. The battle for positions is heating up as Captain Potato and Paradox continue their pursuit of N29 Kia. Patentanker has made a move, now occupying P13 after successfully overtaking ISI 1212. In response, ISI 1212 has surged ahead into P13, overtaking Rizaldi Ada. Rizaldi Ada maintains momentum and has moved up to 15 by overtaking Stondrex. The positions are shifting as the race continues. Deplorably, Bell has made significant progress, now sitting in 24th place, after an impressive move to overtake 6 cars. Right behind, El PSD and Nukambukam are also on the rise, advancing to 25th place with 6 overtakes as well. Duff Dad is showcasing strong performance too, climbing to 26th place after passing 9 cars. The competition is heating up as these drivers push their way through the field. ISI 1212. In the Audi rate, Elnaz Ultra has just pulled alongside Rizaldi Adha in the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 as they approach the hairpin turn. ISI takes the inside line, gaining an advantage. They're side by side exiting the corner, and it looks like ISI has successfully overtaken Rizaldi for 14. Rizaldi is not giving up easily, trying to draft behind ISI on the straight, but it appears that ISI's maneuver has solidified their position for now. The battle continues to be closely contested between these two drivers. Welcome back, Rafael. Party Popper, welcome to the racetrack. Buckle up, we're about to witness some AI action. Checkered flag, grinning face, with smiling eyes. Deploy TV and Roadhog 29, 389 have successfully advanced to P11, executing a clean overtake on Captain Potato and Paradox. Meanwhile, Duff Dad has made a notable move to P25, surpassing La Croissant 1980. In a subsequent maneuver, La Croissant 1980 has also gained ground, now in P26 after overtaking Perpetuum and Sirayambot. Stondrex is now just 2.1 seconds behind Patent Tanker as he continues to close the gap. Greeningkip and Maya have successfully moved up to 16 after overtaking Snow TP, who has dropped to 17. Meanwhile, Snow TPP made a move of his own, pushing past Wizerius Guy to regain some ground. The positions are shifting rapidly as the race progresses. Current position updates show Duff Dad has dropped significantly, now sitting in P29 after losing 6 spots. Lacrosse 1980 has made headway, advancing to P23 by successfully overtaking both Perpetuum and Sirarimbot. In response, Perpetuum and Sirarimbot have recovered slightly, now at P24 after passing 7 at 27. The dynamics are shifting as we continue through the race. Air 40 and T-Fisher 93 continue their intense battle for P2, with Air 40 in the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 maintaining a slight edge over T-Fisher 93 in the Ferrari 488 GT3 Sprint. In the lower positions, Miss Stonedrex has made significant progress, now sitting in P12 after successfully overtaking both Captain Potato and Paradox. The man has also advanced to P13, having overtaken Patentanker. The race dynamics are shifting as drivers fight for every position. Jasak 72 has made a significant move, advancing to P28 after successfully overtaking Deplorable. This battle for position is heating up as both drivers push their limits. Jasak 72 is behind the wheel of a Dodge Viper SRT GTR3, while Deplorable Leopold is piloting an Audi Rate LMS Ultra. The competition between them is tight, and we'll see if Deplorable Apple can retaliate to reclaim that position. Air 40 has taken the lead, moving into Pone after a successful overtake on Sidrek from Team Live for Speed. The man has made progress, now sitting in P13 after getting past Captain Potato and Paradox. Meanwhile, there's an intense battle for P20 between Issy12 in an Audi Rate LMS Ultra and Rosaldi Ada in a Lamborghini Huracan GT3, showcasing some close racing dynamics. Kamikaze 38 is making significant progress, reducing the gap to T-Fisher 93 by 33 seconds. Meanwhile, in the battle for position 26, Twix 560 in the Bentley Continental GT318 is engaged with Koki Binati and Romanovs, both driving BMW M6 GT3s. The competition is heating up as they jostle for position on the track. Currently, the man has advanced to P12 after successfully overtaking both Captain Potato and Paradox Loity. Meanwhile, Captain Potato and Paradox have now taken P13 by getting past Greninjab and Maya, who have dropped to 13 after being overtaken by Winzerius Guy. The positions are shifting rapidly as these cars battle for supremacy on the track. Gary No Name is rapidly closing the gap to Peter J, now just 19.9 seconds behind. Skilltil is also making strides, reducing the distance to both Wayne Trainer 94 and 1999 Settembro by 36.33 seconds. Cydric has successfully overtaken T-Fisher 93, moving up to P2 in the standings. Just Jazik is currently 4.4 seconds behind N29TA, significantly closing the gap. Alpio SD and Nukemokim have successfully overtaken Deplorable, moving up to position 29. Meanwhile, Neotexum has also advanced, taking P31 from Duff Dead Astert. The race is intensifying as positions shift. Rizaldi Ada has successfully maneuvered into 14 after overtaking the competitor from Team Quark Express. Meanwhile, ISI 1212 has advanced to 17, having overtaken Snow TP Pite. The race continues to see strategic moves and position changes throughout the field. Tanker has successfully moved into P19 after an overtaking maneuver on Snow TP Pite.8. Meanwhile, Paija J has advanced to P21 by passing Sabin 27. Notably, Sabine 27 has responded by climbing to P22, overtaking Gary No Name in the process. The positions are shifting as the race progresses. Backwarson 1980 has made a significant move, overtaking 7 cars and advancing to position 28 time. Shortly behind, Kokibaninity and Romance have both gained ground, each overtaking 4 cars to settle in positions 29 and 30, respectively. Twix 560 has also followed suit, overtaking 4 cars to secure position 30. The field is getting tighter as these drivers make their moves. ISI 1212 is making significant progress, reducing the gap to the man by 28.4 seconds, showcasing a strong pace. Meanwhile, Skilltil is also gaining ground on Yuyu's Jung 7, cutting the distance by 5.5 seconds. In the meantime, Rizaldi Adha has advanced to P13 after successfully overtaking the man. The race dynamics are shifting as these drivers continue to push their limits. Tifa 93, in the Ferrari 488 GT3 Sprint, has retained P3, holding off a strong challenge from Kamikaze 38 in the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Tour. The two are closely matched on track, with Tifa 93 maintaining a slight edge through the corners. Meanwhile, Greninja and Maya have successfully moved up to 17, after overtaking Wazirius Guy, demonstrating good racecraft and strategy as they continue to advance through the field. The dynamics in both these battles are heating up as the race progresses. Kamikaze 38 has successfully moved into P3 after overtaking Tifa 93. N29 Kia is closing in on Buconshaw, reducing the gap by 4.5 seconds. Meanwhile, Mistondrex has advanced to 15, taking the position from Isione 1212. Gary No Name has successfully moved up to P22, after executing a clean overtake on 7 at 27. The maneuver looked smooth as he accelerated out of the turn, taking advantage of 7 at 27's slight miscalculation on the corner entry. This puts Gary in a stronger position as the race progresses. Tifa 93 is now in P3, after successfully overtaking Kamikaze 38. Meanwhile, Duff Dad has made a notable ascent to P24, getting past Deplorably Apple. The battle for P24 continues between Duff Dad, piloting a Lamborghini Huracan GT3, and Deplorably Apple, in an Audi Rate Elms Ultra. Tifa 93 is now in P2 after executing a clean overtake on Air 40 from Team S1 This has pushed Air 40 down to P3, but not for long as Air 40 has just regained momentum and successfully overtaken Sniku 515, reclaiming position back into P3. The dynamics are shifting rapidly as these drivers jostle for position. D-Boy TV and Roadhog 29, 389, have successfully made their way up to Penn after overtaking Buconshaw. In the battle for 16, Issy 1212, behind the wheel of an Audi Rate Elms Ultra, is closely contesting with Greninja and Maya, both driving an Alpina B6 GT3. Meanwhile, in P28, Lacrosan 1980, piloting a Bentley Continental GT3 18, is engaged in a tight race with Koki Baninity and Roman Afs, who are both in BMW M6 GT3s. The competition is intensifying across multiple positions. P2J is gaining on IC1212, reducing the gap by 16.7 seconds. Snow TPA has successfully moved up to 17 after overtaking Pattern Tanker. Meanwhile, Pattern Tanker has responded by advancing to P18, overtaking Rizaldi Adha. Duffdad has struggled significantly, dropping back to P34 after falling 11 positions. Meanwhile, Sabina27 has made a notable advancement to P23, successfully overtaking both Alpio SD and Nukembukung up. This has pushed Alpio SD and Nukembukung up to P24, after they also managed to overtake Jasak72. The race is developing with some interesting positional changes. Hey Ninsan. Party popper, welcome back to the race. Buckle up and get ready for some AI speed action. Racing car dashing away. Car 40 has taken the lead, moving up to pole after successfully overtaking Sneku 515. As a result, Sneku 515 is now in P2, having moved ahead of Sidrit. Meanwhile, the man is making significant progress, reducing the gap to Biocontrol by 3.4 seconds as he approaches P3. Deploy TV and Roadhog 29389 are gaining on Bucrenshaw, reducing the gap by 16 seconds. Meanwhile, N29PA has surged into P8 after successfully overtaking Bucrenshaw. However, Bucrenshaw quickly regained momentum, moving back up to P9 by overtaking both Deploy TV and Roadhog 29389. The positions are shifting rapidly as drivers jockey for advantage. Sneku 515 has taken the lead, moving up to pole after a successful overtake on Cydric. Cydric now occupies D2, having overtaken AR40, who drops to P3. Meanwhile, Woonserious Guy is making significant progress, reducing the gap to just Jazik by 2.1 seconds as they battle for position. Car 40 has encountered issues, dropping back 15 positions to P20. In contrast, Bucrenshaw has made significant progress, moving up to 7, after successfully overtaking N2090E.or. Meanwhile, N2090A, from still no-name racing, has reclaimed some ground, now in P8 after overtaking Just Jazik. The dynamics on the track are shifting as drivers jockey for position. Pierre Petum and Sirarambot have made significant progress, recently overtaking 4 cars and advancing to position 29. Koki Beniniti and Romanavs are also on the move, executing a similar strategy with 4 overtakes to claim position 30. Twix 560 follows suit, successfully passing 4 cars and securing position 31. The midfield is becoming increasingly competitive as these drivers push forward. Gary No Name has advanced to P22, after successfully overtaking both Alpine SD and Nukambokum. In response, Alpine SD and Nukambokum have pushed ahead to P23, getting past Peter J. Meanwhile, Peter J has made a move up to P24, bypassing Deplorably. The field continues to shuffle as drivers make strategic overtakes. Lacrosan 1980 is making significant progress, reducing the gap to Jasak 72 by 33.4 seconds. Meanwhile, T-Fisher 93 has successfully moved into second place after overtaking Kamikaze 38. Kamikaze 38 has also managed to reclaim some ground, moving up to third by overtaking Cedric. The positions are shifting rapidly as the race continues. Patent Tanker is making significant progress, reducing the gap to Snow TPP by 28.9 seconds. Just Jazik has successfully moved up to Pate after overtaking Cedric. The race dynamics are shifting as Patent Tanker continues to close in on Snow TPB Dia. Jasak 72 is now 6.8 seconds behind Alpine SD and Nukembakum, showing impressive speed as they close the gap. Mr. Ndrex has gained ground moving up to P12 after successfully overtaking Rizaldia Adha. Rizaldia has responded by advancing to P13, passing with Sirius Guy in the process. The positions are shifting as the race progresses. Patent Tanker is now in 18th place after successfully overtaking Air 40. Air 40 has also gained some ground, and is now in 19th, having passed Sabina 27 from Team Blast. Meanwhile, Sabina 27 has moved up to 20th place by getting ahead of Gary No Name. The positions are shifting as the race continues to unfold. Cydric from Team Live for Speed has dropped back 6 positions, now sitting in 32nd place. Meanwhile, a close battle is unfolding for 6th position between Bjorkenshaw in a Ferrari 450 GT3 and N29 Kia driving a BMW M6 GT3. Additionally, El Pio SD and Nukembokum have made progress, moving up to 26 after overtaking Perpetuum and Sirarambot. The dynamics in the mid-pack are tightening as these drivers jockey for position. Tanker in the Ferrari 488 GT3 Sprint is currently in a fierce battle with Air 40, who is piloting the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 for 18th position. Tanker has just made a strong move on the inside at turn 5, gaining an advantage. However, Air 40 is not backing down and is looking to retaliate heading into the next straight. The gap is minimal as they approach turn 6, with both drivers pushing their limits. Tanker maintains the edge for now, but Air 40 is close enough to attempt an overtake any moment. N29 Kia has successfully moved into 6 after an overtake on Bjorkenshaw. Meanwhile, Mistondritz is gaining on the leader, closing the gap by 3.3 seconds. In the back, Koki Baininity, driving a BMW M6 GT3, is locked in a tight battle with Roman Fes in another BMW M6 GT3, while Twigs 560, in a Bentley Continental GT3, 18 is joining the fray for P29. The competition is heating up across the board. Reningib and Maya have successfully moved up to 15 after executing a clean overtake on ISI 1212. The maneuver was precise, with both cars maintaining optimal speed through the turn. This advancement adds to the competitive dynamics as they position themselves further up in the field. Bjorkenshaw in the Ferrari 458 GT3 is currently holding 7, with Justjezig closely tailing in the Audi rate LMS. Justjezig is attempting to close the gap, setting up for a potential overtaking maneuver. Bjorkenshaw is defending that position well, taking optimal racing lines through the corners. Justjezig is trying to find a way past on the straights, showcasing strong acceleration. The tension is building as they approach the next turn. This could be a pivotal moment in their battle for Seven.